When you see his name there, what do you think?
I'm glad his name is there so that he's never forgotten. And to me, that's what matters the most, is that his story, his service, his sacrifice is never forgotten.
This past Veterans Day on November 11th, the town of Suffield added 2 walls that pay tribute to the men and women who served during what's called the Global War on Terror. One of those names is Suffield native Will Davidson. After coming home from combat in Afghanistan, Davidson took his own life. It was 8 years ago today, January 2nd, 2017. Since then, his mom, Donna Chapman, has dedicated her life to preventing other veterans from suffering the same fate. What kind of guy was Will?
William was a thoughtful, loving, considerate friend to everybody. He didn't have any enemies.
No enemies until Sergeant Will Davidson saw combat. As part of the National Guard, he fought in Afghanistan.
When you do go through a traumatic event, that you have some sort of skills that you can fall back on and overcome some of the trauma in a healthier way. For me, I just feel that, emotional wounds you really can't see.
Donna Chapman says no one saw Will's emotional wounds from battle, not even his mom.
Sadly, that's what replays in my head all the time, is the last hour of his life, because, as parents, you just want your kid to be okay.
Does it get emotional for you, Donna?
It does, because I wanted to watch my son grow old. He's forever 24 in my heart and my mind.
Donna turned her pain into her mission. In honor of Will, she started the nonprofit Willpower for Veterans. The goal? To raise awareness and support for soldiers and veterans of war.
When I first started the nonprofit, it was because I was mad. I was mad because I helped encourage him to go into the military right out of high school. But if I had known there was a statistic daily average of veteran suicides, I don't know if it would have, I think it would have definitely impacted my decision. And even though I love our men and women serving and making that sacrifice, and we need to do as much as we can to support them.
According to a 2016 Veterans Affairs report, on average, 20 veterans take their life every day.
I really care about the emotional wounds from service, and that's really what Willpower focuses on, so that we can kind of do a much better job of lowering the daily suicide rate number.
Willpower for Veterans has raised awareness and money. Chapman says their group donated $100,000 this year to the Boulder Crest Foundation in Arizona, a nonprofit that helps with post-traumatic growth.
There's a huge stigma around emotional wounds, and my mission is to help destigmatize emotional wounds. Because if you can do that, people will advocate for themselves. They'll advocate for others. So that's where I'd like to see, things go and improve.
So that Sergeant Will Davidson and others like him do not die in vain.
What pains me the most is when somebody's suffering emotionally, that they feel isolated and alone in their suffering, and that their only option is to take their life.
God bless Donna Chapman. She has done so much for this foundation that she started over the last 8 years. And Donna says one of the big goals for Willpower for Veterans is to raise about $1 million so they can build a retreat center for veterans. This will be a place to heal their physical and emotional wounds from their time in the military. And if you or someone you love needs help, the National Crisis Lifeline is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can call or text 988 to speak with someone who can help you.